Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This video is about the sections block in Kadence. This is a video series about taking a look at Kadence blocks one by one. To get started, let's go ahead and make a brand new blank page, and to do that there's a couple of ways. And the first one is if you're on the front end, that is your main website page. If you're logged in, you'll have this top toolbar. Hover over New and click on Page. Alternatively, if you're on your dashboard, head over to your left-hand sidebar, hover down to Pages and click on Add Page. Alright, once we're here, if this, just a few housekeeping things before we move forward. If this right-hand sidebar isn't here, click this button beside Publish called Settings, and this is where all of the settings and parameters for us to toggle and configure for the block will appear. Next, let's give our page a title. Just to keep things organized, and last but not least, let's add the block itself. Click on this blue button in the top left corner. It's called a block inserter. You can either search for it or scroll down, but since Kadence blocks is on top of list for us, we just have to click on section or drag and drop it into our workspace, and here we have a brand new section. Now a section is basically just a container for different blocks. So I can add an image here. Let's select one. And let's go ahead and go with the puppies. And you can see we have the puppies here. And let's click on this little square over here to go back to section. And we have all of our elements for section. So we can change our direction, right, of how things will wrap, especially when we have text in here. And just to show you, we can also add other blocks within this. And let's go ahead and make it heading 2. Some sample text. Okay, and let's go back to our sections here, and then we can see how these interact with each other. Next, we can change our alignment for everything inside. And these don't do anything because we don't have anything that gets affected by these. We can also change the horizontal gap and the vertical gap. And we can also change our wrap content, and we can also change our flex basis depending on whatever value we put, either percent, 45%, okay, there we go. And we can also change our text alignment if ever. Next, we have our maximum content width, so we can make this bigger or smaller. And we can also add an overlay link, and this overlay link is going to be once you click anywhere over this block section. Just put in the link here, hit enter, and you can open a new tab, and off you go. Let's go on to the next page, which is style, and there's a few more different options for us to take a look at here. We can add a background, and let's leave it blank, but let's go over to hover, and let's make it like orange or something. There you go. And you can see that this is the area that's clickable when we put an overlay over this. So there we have our section hover background color. You can also use an image for it. Backdrop filter, unfortunately, is a pro feature. We can also put a background overlay, right? And let's do it now. Let's not mess with that. It's just an overlay for your background, and we can add a border to it. Make it dotted 5 pixels, and you can see we have a border on there. And we can add a border radius. We'll just put it on there. Asymmetric, make it look cool. And we can add a box shadow to it as well. We can inset it. Let's put it inside. That looks pretty cool. And then text color settings. We can change the text color within it. Let's make blue. And then we can also change the text hover color, text link color, if it would let us. Oops. Oh, text link, never mind. Hover color for text. Okay, there we go. Make it a bit pink, and there you go. Next, we can move on to our advanced settings, and that's just padding. We have structure settings here, minimum height, minimum grow, and then our Z index, which is our like layers on the site, and then we can also change what our HTML tag for this section is. Next, we can make it sticky. Also add an offset to this. We can enable or disable it in desktop, tablet, and or mobile. We can set this to be our default for the block. Let's say we didn't add in the image yet, but we wanted to save the border and the color and the text, whatever, text color and size and the orientation. We could save this as a template by clicking on Save as Default. Custom CSS here, very useful. HTML anchor and additional CSS classes. Now let's go ahead and click on Publish and take a look at how this looks like on our live site. With that done saving, let's go ahead and click on View Live Page. And as you can see, our section here doesn't exactly appear the same way as it does in our editor. And that's one of the important reasons for why we should always test and preview our work. But nonetheless, we have our elements displaying their hover effects and color changes and radiuses and border colors within the Kadence section block. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.